Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekakadash, and double honor to those great meals so I learned his truth, and also to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad. I like to say shalom, and come back here today with another great and powerful lesson to the spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So the title of today's lesson is, He Shall Speak Great Words Against the Most High. So I like to say shalom to all our listen and learn. Hope this will help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And who is speaking great words against Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai? That is what? The most proud, which in fact is the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And everybody, saying that he can make you a God. He can make you what? Live forever, immortality. And everybody, we know that that is a total lie. And everybody, he's constantly what? Exalting himself. You know what I'm saying? He's constantly, the most proud. He's walking in what? In great pride. And everybody, he's headed for a what? For destruction. And everybody, he is the wrath fitted for destruction. And everybody, we seeing that what we have here, this photo of this guy of the World Economic Forum, which in fact is Klaus Schwab, and also what's his name, that other red devil, which in fact is Yuval Noah Harari. And they are speaking great words against Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? That they'll be able to track everyone on the planet. And I've been talking about what? Trying to decide who live and who's died, depopulation. And everybody, they wants to have what? Total control. They said that there is no God. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, there is a God. And everybody, only one true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And everybody, not white man Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Not the so-called white man, but Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. He's getting ready to return and set everything back into order. So the title of today's lesson, once again, is He Shall Speak Great Words. So we get started with two little videos. And after the video, we will start the lesson, and I hope that you will get edified. So let's start the first video.
God is dead, according to the World Economic Forum, who have also declared that Jesus is fake news and that WEF leaders have acquired divine powers to rule over humanity. According to the WEF, a new one world religion has arrived, and it unites all of humanity in worshipping at the altar of climate science, techno-communism, and eugenics. If you find it hard to believe Klaus Schwab's WEF would go this far, you clearly haven't been paying attention to developments in recent times. Klaus Schwab's right-hand man, Yuval Noah Harari, has announced that the WEF has been so successful in its plans that it's acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. The blasphemy doesn't stop there. Harari also promises that the WEF will turn humans into gods.
Developing even bigger powers than ever before. We are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. We are really upgrading humans into gods. We are acquiring, for instance, the power to re-engineer life.
Industrial revolution is, it doesn't change what you are doing. It changes you. If you take genetic editing, just as an example, it's you who are changed. And of course, this has a big impact on your identity.
Biological knowledge multiplied by computing power, multiplied by data, equals the ability to hack humans. If you know enough biology and you have enough computing power and data, you can hack my body and my brain and my life, and you can understand me better than I understand myself. You can know my personality type, my political views, my sexual preferences, my mental weaknesses, my deepest fears and hopes. You know more about me than I know about myself. And you can do that not just to me, but to everyone. A system that understands us better than we understand ourselves, can predict our feelings and decisions, can manipulate our feelings and decisions, and can ultimately make decisions for us. Humans are now hackable animals. The whole idea that humans have, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.
We have to understand that this is a big responsibility. It's something we as a society, we as the human race must think about very, very carefully. Because imagine, people can hack your cell phone now. People can hack your computer, and it can be bad. They can steal your banking information, take all your money. They can steal your identity, but they can't really hurt you. In the future, though, if somebody hacks into your head because it's connected to the internet, they can steal you. They could actually steal you. They can implant memories in your head that you don't have. They could erase memories. They could control you in ways that you wouldn't even know you're being controlled.
So let's start today's lesson. So if you think for one moment that this man is not the devil that the Bible speaks of, then you in for a rude awakening. And that about this man is crazy if he's thinking that he's going to be above the Most High. That's why he's called the Most High, because nobody else is higher than him. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And that about the Lord is getting ready to take him out the way. And that about you seeing that, if there is no God, he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, you can live forever. You know what I'm saying? Talking about tracking and controlling, calling you a animal. And out about the only animal on the planet and the only disease on the planet is the what? It's the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, the original what? Caveman. And out about, hey, the Lord is getting ready to set the record straight. So now let's go to Psalms. Let's start off in Psalms one moment. Psalm chapter 50. And I hope that you get edified by today's lesson. Psalm chapter 50. One moment. Psalm chapter 50, and we'll start at verse 17. Psalm chapter 50 and verse 17. And it reads as, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. The so-called white man, everybody, he don't want to, he will not hear the Lord's word, because what? He is the wrath fitted for destruction. He will never, know the knowledge of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He is a bastard. And everybody, he's an outcast. And everybody, he's showing it each and every day through the spirit and the power of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And everybody constantly what? Speaking blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? Speaking big words against Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the most proud. And the Lord is getting ready to what? To destroy him. And we cannot wait. So now let's start back up. Psalm chapter 50 and verse 18 said, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partakers with adulterers. Verse 19, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue framest deceit, the so-called white man. Verse 20, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. And everybody, we know this talking about what? Esau and Jacob. And everybody, we knowing that he hated what? Jacob, which in fact is Israel, for the what? For the blessing. And everybody, he's getting ready to use that great sword, which in fact is what? This technology, this AI, this pseudo science. Not everybody, but he's, one thing about it, he will not be able to perform his enterprise. So that everybody, he's constantly plotting. He's constantly devising his evil plan, his evil agendas, constantly speaking loud words, constantly speaking great words against Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and everybody saying that he is the Most High, and everybody, he's in for a rude awakening. So let's start back up. Verse 21, and it reads that, these things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. And everybody, so even though the Lord is long suffering, and everybody, the Lord said he will let until he be taken out the way. And everybody, the Lord is setting things right back in order, right before his eyes. And everybody, we're in that transition of power. Esau is the end of this earth age, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. And everybody, the Lord is doing a mighty work right before our eyes. Woo! And we cannot wait. The kingdom of heaven, it is at hand. So now let's go to Daniel's one moment. Let's go to Daniel's chapter one moment. Daniel's chapter 7. One moment. Daniel's chapter 7 and we'll start up at verse, one moment. Daniel's chapter 7, one moment. And we'll start up at verse 25. Daniel's chapter 7 and verse 25. And it reads, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hands until a time and the dividing of times. And everybody, we know that this talking about the so-called white man. And everybody, you know what I'm saying? He only have a certain time he will let until he be taken out the way. And everybody, you know, what the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And everybody, you know, so right now, you know, he's bringing forth his unrighteous decree that he has prescribed, what he have authorized. And everybody know the powers in his hand only for a short season. And everybody, hey, that season is now. We know that the devil's getting ready to come down with great wrath. So he is speaking great words against Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. We are living in that time, real time. Still thinking this a game? You still thinking that the devil don't exist? And out about what the so-called white man is the physical counterpart of Satan. They are the children of they are the children of of the serpent. Also, you know what I'm saying, the children of Cain. And out about we constantly warn you left and right. And out about we're here is at the door. In the Bible is a true book. And out about he shall wear out the saints with oppression, with affliction. And out about, you know what I'm saying, chemtrails in the air. You know what I'm saying, unrighteous decree. You know what I'm saying, first one fired, last one high. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Also, you know, hunting our steps in the street, constantly shooting us down. You know what I'm saying? Speaking, you know, great words. Also talking about reparation. And not about, but we are not ignorant of Satan devices. Not about, he's getting ready to use them in a big way. That AI, you know, that pseudoscience, you know, I can't speak on too much, you know what I'm saying, just hit on it, you know, because they will take the video down. Also, we're coming upon the famine of the word. Not about because the powers in his hand. In who hand? In Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord is in perfect control, not the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Not about, we're not even worried about this red devil, because the Lord's getting ready to cut him off forever. So now, let's start back up. One moment. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians. One moment. 2 Thessalonians, one moment. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and we'll start up at verse 3. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. And it reads, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, the so-called white man. Verse 4, and also that falling away would happen back in 70 AD. And that's, you know, it already had passed. And out about, hey man, we're here, you know, in the land of our captivity. We shall remember ourselves. And out about the son of perdition is who? The so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? Esau, Edom. So now, let's start back up at verse 4. It said, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Almighty, all that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Verse 5, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And out about it, hey, we knowing that, you know, he's exalting himself. And out about with his artificial intelligence, AI, you know, with his pseudoscience, now with his technology. And out about, you know what I'm saying, you can live forever. There is no God, you know what I'm saying? And out about, you know, he's saying that he is a God. And out about that he could be able to to perform all these things that he's trying to perform. This digital society whereby, you know, everyone will have to receive this, you know what I'm saying, in order to buy and sell. Not about, that's why he's exalting himself. And not about it, but hey, the Lord is getting ready to return, and we cannot wait. And the Lord also said that this place is polluted. You know what I'm saying? And not about it, the Lord said, come out of here. And not about, because the Lord is getting ready to bring that fervent heat, the indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So let's start back up. Don't mean to be rambling. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 6, and it reads, and now ye know that withholding that he might be revealed in his time. Verse 7, for the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out the way. And out about, he have that very short season. And out about that, he knowing that his time is running out. And out about, his day has come. And out about, you know what I'm saying? So the Lord is allowing it, you know what I'm saying, for a short season. Out about, because the Lord is getting ready to let him go out with a blaze of glory. And out about, this is Esau, Edom, last stand, and we cannot wait. Woo! So let's start back up. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and we'll start back up at verse 8. And it reads, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord come out of the east, you know what I'm saying? Out of the east, in the valley of Jehoshaphat, you know what I'm saying? Out of the east, in that what? In that great fathership, you know what I'm saying? And out about the Lord is getting ready to show up and show out. So every eye shall see him, even the one that pierced him. Woo! And we cannot wait. That's going to be a great day. And hoping and praying that we're what? A part of the hopefully elect. So now, let's start back up. Verse 9 say, see, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Verse 10, also the lying wonders is the what? Going into that pseudo side, that AI, robotics. You know what I'm saying? Making you one moment what you call transhumanism. You know what I'm saying? To mash human with machine. You know what I'm saying? Those lying one to be able to make you what? See again. You know what I'm saying? To be able to make you what? Walk again if you were paralyzed. Now those lying wonders, you know what I'm saying? That come from what? The left hand side, not about it. You know what I'm saying? So we already knowing that, hey, you know what I'm saying? He's thinking that he's God, but that about it, he's only a mere man, and not about it, he is getting ready to be destroyed. So now let's start back up. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 10, it says, and with all deceivingness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Verse 11, for this cause the Almighty shall send them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And that about, so a lot of people is going to be partakers of this this new world order. You know what I'm saying? This one world government, this one world religion. You know what I'm saying? That one world religion they already has established, which in fact is called what? Chrislam, speaking what? Great words against Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, blasphemy. And I about, hey, you hate me, but the Lord is getting ready to show up. The so-called white man, he got what? Hell to pay. And I about to say, let's go to Isaiah one moment. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14, one moment. Isaiah chapter 14, and we'll start at verse 13. Isaiah 14 and verse 13, one moment. And it reads, said, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend unto heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Almighty, and sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And that about the sides of the north, we know that that's talking about what? Talking about what? Babylon the Great, which in fact is America. You know what I'm saying? The farthest part of the earth is out in the west. You know what I'm saying? In the land of the north is what is America. And that about, you know, that's where he set his throne up. You know what I'm saying? This is what is spiritually called what? Sodom in Egypt. And everybody, hey, he's in for a rude awakening. And everybody's also here exalting it, you know what I'm saying, all up in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? He has those satellites, you know what I'm saying, those space stations, you know, where he can see down. You know what I'm saying? Technology is great, but the Lord gave him that technology, you know what I'm saying, which in fact was the sword. And everybody, hey, we're here. It is at the door. So now, Isaiah chapter 14, we'll start back up at verse 14. So I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. Verse 15. Yet though shall be brought down. He said, yet though shall be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? And we know this talking about in 1945 when they bombed Japan, you know, with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and with the atomic bomb, and everybody, you know what I'm saying. But the Lord had gave him that, you know what I'm saying, the indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So the Lord is getting ready to turn these weapons of mass destruction upon him. And everybody once again said, is this the man? And everybody, he's no God. He's not the Most High. So Klaus Schwab and also in Yuval Noah Harari, you know, they are no God. They are merely men, and they're getting ready to be destroyed. And the Lord is in perfect control. Ooh, so rejoice ye heaven. So now let's go to one moment. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 47. Isaiah chapter 47, one moment. Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 5. Isaiah chapter 47, one moment, and verse 5, one moment. And it reads, it says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldean, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. You're talking about what? America, Babylon the Great. Verse 6, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them unto thy hands. Thou didst show them no mercy. Unto the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And it's talking about the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? He had no mercy. And everybody know he shed our blood, and his blood is getting ready to be shed. What was done to us is getting ready to be done to them. And everybody, we cannot wait. Woo! So rejoice, ye heaven. Verse 7 says, and thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither did remember the latter end of it. Verse 8, therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Verse 9, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee, and in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorcery, for the great abundance of thy enchantments. Verse 10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none sees me. Thy wisdom and thou knowledge, it has perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Verse 11, therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know where from whence it rises, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And that about all of a sudden, when they say what? Peace and safety, then total destruction shall come upon thee. And that about, he said, he's thinking that the Lord don't see him. He's thinking that, he will never go down. And that about it, he's in for a rude awakening, the most proud, the most wicked, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And that about, the first one came out red, Genesis chapter 25 and verse 25. And that about it, hey, he's no God. He's what? Merely a man. And that about, we don't fear him. The only one you should fear is who? It's Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shai. He's the only way and the only answer. And out about, we cannot wait. We're in that transition of power. And the Lord is getting ready to return. Woo! We're rejoicing because we're ready to end this thing. So now, let's go to one moment. Let's go to, let's get a quick precept. Let's go to Psalms chapter 75. One moment. Psalm chapter 75. One moment. Psalm chapter 75. One moment. Psalm chapter 75 and let's go to verse 7. Psalm chapter 75 and verse 7. And it reads, said, but the Almighty is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. Verse 8, for in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he pours out the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. Verse 9, but I will declare forever, I will sing praises of the Almighty of Jacob, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And out about it, hey, we cannot wait. So the Lord is getting ready to pass the cup to what? The Esau Edom, the most proud. And out about the Lord is getting ready to visit him. And out about, hey, we cannot wait. The Lord bringing up one and bringing up one and bringing down one. And out about the Lord is in perfect control. The Lord is the master of what? Chess player. This is the most high moving, not Esau Edom moving. Not about, hey, wait, man, we almost here, man. So rejoice ye heaven. So now let's get another quick precept. Let's go to one moment. Let's go here to Jeremiah chapter 50. Jeremiah chapter 50. Jeremiah, one moment. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 31. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 31. One moment. And it reads, said, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, says the most high of hosts. for thy days is come, and the time that I will visit thee. Verse 32, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his city, and it shall devour all around about him. And out about, hey, that's what's getting ready to happen to Esau, Edom. And out about every hand of the wicked is getting ready to turn on this red devil. And out about they shall burn the whore. They shall hate the whore. And that about it's happening right before our eyes. We seeing that the BRIC nation in collaboration, they constantly coming together against the whore. You know what I'm saying? Which in fact, AK Babylon the Great, America, and that about what we seeing what Bible prophecy is what constantly rolling out right before our eyes, and the end is being manifest. And that about the Lord's getting ready to destroy this place, and we cannot wait. So now, let's go to Revelation one moment. Let's go to Revelation chapter 18. Revelation chapter 18, one moment. Revelation chapter 18, and we'll start at verse 7. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 7, one moment. And it reads, said, how much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she says in her heart, I sit as a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord thy power, who judges her. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who had committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. And out about, hey, we coming upon that time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, America is getting ready to be what? Laid down. And out about it, hey, you know what I'm saying? It live what? Very what? Lavish. You know what I'm saying? Very deliciously. Mean that, you know what I'm saying, got fat off the hall, off the what? The backs of the slave, which in fact what are the saints. They shall wear out the saints. And out about, hey, we in that transition power. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is getting ready what? To set the record straight. And we cannot wait. And hey, we're here. It is at the door. So let's start back up at verse Revelation chapter 18 and verse 10. And it reads, says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, at last, the great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And out about it. So when those arrows fly to the ends of the earth, you know what I'm saying? The Spirit of the Lord is going to be on those IBCM missiles. And out about they shall not miss the mark. And out about the one that spoke great words against Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So the Lord is getting ready to bring that fire and take your ass out. And we cannot wait. So rejoice, ye heaven. Woo! We cannot wait. So now let's go to one moment. Let's go to let's go to Ecclesiastes one moment. Sirach one moment. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, and we'll start at verse. Let's see what verse I want to hit. Let's start at verse 4. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 10 and verse 4. And it reads, said, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it set over it one that is profitable. Let's read that again. Verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And it didn't say what the so-called white man. It said the Lord, the Most High. And he's in what? In perfect control. And he's getting ready to set up the kingdom of heaven, not the kingdom of Esau. And hey, he's in for a rude awakening. So now, verse 8, Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8, because of unrighteous dealing, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. From what? From Esau to another, which in fact is what? Is Jacob, Israel. And hey, we're here. It is at the door. Esau is the end of this earth thing, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. You know what I'm saying? And he shall speak great words against the Most High. And he's getting ready to go down, and we cannot wait. So now let's go to Revelations one moment. Let's go to Revelation chapter 6. One moment. Revelation chapter 6, and we'll start up at verse 15. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 16. And it reads, it said, the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountain. Verse 16, and said to the mountains and rock, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? And out about it, the one that shall speak great words. And out about it, in that day, he gonna what? Run into his what? In his military bunkers. You know what I'm saying? And out about it, you know what I'm saying? Thinking that he will be safe. And out about it, hey, it will be nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. The one that what spoke what? Great words against Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. And out about it, you know, blasphemy, you know, saying that he is God. You know what I'm saying? And sitting in the temple as he, you know, to cover the what? The faces of the judge. He did, man, hey, this man got hell to pay. And out about, hey, you know, he will not be able to perform his enterprise. Hey, it is at the door. You know what I'm saying? So great recompense and judgment is right upon us. And out about, hey, you know what I'm saying? So great fear is getting ready to befall the what? The heathen nation. Also what? The 2/3. And out about the Lord is getting ready to bring that indignation. And out about the Lord is angry with the what? With the wicked each and every day. And out about, hey, the Lord is getting ready to return. And out about, we constantly warning left and right. Out of you will hear, out of you will forbear. So the title of the day's lesson, once again, is he shall speak great words against the Most High. So I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rikakadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.